All right, y'all, this is our take. This is Mark the moderator.
Banks.com, the game is the game, always.
Amy the process. That's all I got for y'all.
Yo, something great happened in the world of sports, and I got to talk about it. I want to get your take on it. Just the other day, the NCAA has been taken down, and eventually the NCAA will have no more power over athletes in college and high school. This is a great occurrence, and I want to talk about it. What is your take on now that college athletes are able to monetize their name? They can now get money off of their likeness. What's your take?
Too little, too late. For me, too little, too late. I'm going to call the NCAA what I always thought it was. It's modern day slavery. Listen, the people that create this product, college basketball, college football, get nothing. They can't even go get a cheeseburger from somebody else without losing their eligibility. You make billions off this industry. I can't even use my own image to make a little money for myself, to put some change in my pocket. I love it, and I think it's too little, too late. I wish it would have happened sooner. I love the fact that 2 of the top 5 picks, I think, in the NBA draft are coming from the G League. The NCAA, they tried to hold on for way too long, and the world is just moving on without them. Too little, too late, man. They'll be gone soon enough.
Avery?
All right. So it's not the end of the NCAA. It is the end of the powerful side of the NCAA.
No, but that's the end of the NCAA, because when you lessen their power, they're not going to be able to control what they used to.
So let me add on to this, is that this is great for the smaller schools. This is great for HBCUs. And I'm going to tell you why. I could take the brand Avery, the process, with me to anywhere I don't have to go to Duke. Because as soon as I go to Howard now, and you know who I am, I'm a 5-star athlete, you're going to follow me anyway. You're going to now say, I got to go to Howard and cover this guy. I got to go to another school and cover this guy. I don't have to go to Duke. Duke, Michigan State, Florida State, North Carolina, sad day for these guys. Sad. I'm telling you, because they don't control the narrative now. You're not amongst the powerful anymore. You know what I'm saying? The NCAA football, right? Now, the power what? The powerhouse.
Power five.
You go now, we can start equaling out the playing field now. Because I could take my talent somewhere else and you can follow me. Cameras travel, okay? Money now gotta travel. So now let's see what the great ESPN, the great CBS's, the great Foxes, let's see where they travel to now. This is great. I love the fact. Yo, shout to Master P, sending his kid to Tennessee State. I love that.
$2 million to rock with.
$2 million deal, like
$2 million to go into school with. Yo, but listen, let's do it right. Shout out to Ed OBrien. All of this comes off of Ed OBrien going up against the NCAA and suing the NCAA years ago and finally winning that lawsuit, opened the door.
That's why I'm saying too little, too late. That
lawsuit. Banks, let me say this to you. And I kind of get what you're saying, but let me just put this out there to you. Civil Rights Act passed. It didn't help our ancestors who was on the slave ships, but it helped everybody else ahead. Follow what I'm saying to you? Mm-hmm. It can't be a little too late, because going forward, there's going to be a lot of benefit. Yo, Jackie Robinson broke the color line, not so much for him, it's for everybody who came after him.
I got you.
Kirk Flood, Spencer Haywood, these dudes did things not for in that moment. And yes, it's taken a long time to get here. But dog, in the next 20 years, the amount of kids that is going to be able to benefit and not worry about scholarships, come on.
People that was still wrong. It's the fact
you can't fix that.
Hold on. It's the fact that the Heisman Trophy committee will not reinstate Reggie Bush's Heisman.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Keep it in mind.
They're still holding on to this idea of amateurism, student athlete, and all this.
It's a matter of time, Banks. But Banks,
But you make billions off of these kids.
But Banks, you're talking about the moment now. Just give it some time, because watch Reggie Bush get that Heisman back. Watch the Fab Five be able to be able to be put back in Michigan. It's all about time. This is just happening. Things are going to move forward. Progression is going to happen. But at the end of the day, like Avery said, when you got athletes now that feels I ain't got to go to Alabama, that I can make this loop on my own wherever I go. You can go to Central Florida now and be like, yo, I'm good because I can walk in the door as a brand.
As you see, like, you know, a lot of these dudes was the kid Mikey Williams was talking about going to HBCU before this.
Money.
I'm hearing a lot of now they're talking about, oh, I don't think these kids are checking with these compliance officers at the school to make sure these deals are still good. I ain't checking with you no more. The NCAA said, yo, I can do whatever I want in terms of making my money. I don't got to go check with no compliance officer. Get the hell out of here. And if I got to go to another school.
Not at all.
The fact of the matter is this, is that, you know, it's just, my whole thing ain't so much, it's about, players can go get the bag. It's just about players being treated fairly, man. Like, that's crazy to me that you would sit there and allow a kid to starve. And I'll take it a step further, because I won't even blur the lines with black and white, just essentially. I remember watching that Tim Tebow special, and I could not believe that a guy that was winning back-to-back Heismans was driving a Dodge Intrepid and living off a $600 stipend per month to eat. And these dudes is making almost billions.
And no sweat off their brow. And no sweat off their brow at all.
Crazy to me.
But let's go one further, because there's something I want to talk about that's been the narrative for a long time. And many people played into the narrative. You remember the narrative that college athletes gets a scholarship and they should be appreciative of the fact of they getting a scholarship, and that covers them, and that no matter how much the university is making off of them, that their education that's huge for them, and that scholarship means so much. Trust me. You're talking to the choir and the preacher. I'm sitting here saying now, this is when the rooster comes home now. All right, the chickens has come home to hatch, because I'm going to tell you right now, the NCAA is going to have to see all that money go the other way. Nobody's got to buy a college jersey no more, because now these dudes can put their own shirts out. They can put their own merch out. They can put their own products out and not get fined, not get anything done to them at all for it. Beautiful things, man, going forward.
But all it was is they was here trying to hold back the wave, because all these states started passing laws that these athletes could do it, these athletes could do it. They was like, hold on before, and they just got ran over. I got a quick question for y'all. You know who the highest paid state official is in the state of Alabama?
Nick
Saban. Is Nick Saban anybody without the players on his team? The people that made Nick Saban what he is got nothing, and this man is the highest paid. Probably got a lifetime contract at Alabama.
No, he don't have a lifetime contract. Banks, he don't have a lifetime.
Basically, they're not firing him unless he decides to walk away.
He just re-up. Wait, hold on. He just re-up for another $12 million for another 5 years. $12 million a year for the next 5 years. He just re-upped that earlier this year.
That were going to school was living off of $600-800. It's probably $1,000 a month stipend now, and he's living at $12 million. The school paid for his house. Come on, man. This is wild.
Banks, for years, Joe Paterno was the highest paid state employee in Pennsylvania. For years, people didn't even know that. Until he croaked, he was the highest paid state employee in the state of Pennsylvania. The highest paid. So that's pretty
because
common.
Of the money college.
Because
the money college football would bring to these states and bring to these universities and bring to the NCAA. Do you realize that the NCAA is a nonprofit organization?
Ain't that some crazy stuff?
Think about that for a moment.
I'm sorry, Mark, but I gotta use the church analogy when we talk about this, right? They talking about your degree is gonna make you so much money. They give you the promise of this while they're collecting billions up front off of your talent. Same church analogy. We'll give you the glory when you get to heaven and all that. They preach the same thing, man. It's terrible.
The chairman of the board for the NCAA, I think he makes somewhere about $7 million a year for a nonprofit organization that is raking in billions and making money off of these kids on a yearly basis. And that's how it was. And that's why I said, and another thing that's going to happen, which is beautiful, is the amateurism in college athletes is going to be removed in a matter of time. And when that happens, that's when now, just like what you said, Banks, you got guys going straight to the G League from high school. That's what you build. The NCAA is going to, college football is going to have to realize you will not be able to hold kids there for 3 years going forward. Kids are going to want to bounce, and people are going to start challenging that rule that you have to play 3 years of college football to be eligible for a draft.
Mark, peep game. It's only if you're a college basketball, college football, right? If you are you are a great pianist, a great golfer, and anything like that,
swimmer,
they don't stop you from making money.
No, they don't.
The sports that are predominantly black, you make us money,
100%.
Run this ball, shoot this shot, make us money, and you can't make money until you leave our university. That's why I love the one. I didn't even like the one and done rule. I love people going straight from high school to the NBA. I loved it, and I can't wait to come back.
I've always been there. I don't understand why these blue chip dudes got to go to college. For what reason? Make these universities money? Because once again, you see 4-year dudes that go for 4 years and don't pan out. So don't tell me that college makes you better. So that narrative needs to be shot down. Okay, it's many narratives that people run with that is bullshit, and I keep trying to say it over and over. If we keep it real, the only reason why they want you to go to college is to make the university money, to bring people in to sit in those seats and sell out crowds. That's
yo,
it.
shout out to Avery's boy, man, Ben Simmons. Yo, Ben Simmons was not going to class at all when he was at
Gee, the day after,
and it didn't make him any better.
Gee, the day after he left. The day after the season ended, he dropped those classes. Was out. The day after, they know it's a scam, man. They ain't crazy. They know it's a scam. Look at Carmelo GPA. You know what I'm saying? Melo wasn't there to go to class, man. And that's the thing that I can't. That's what really bothers me as a person in higher ed. What really bothers me is that they try to sell this idea that, yo, we're giving you a 4-year degree. Yo, guys that go for 4 years and get a scholarship, 9 times out of 10, right? They don't finish. They're not giving you all of that money. They're just funneling the money back. If you ever look at an earmark about how much money that goes towards scholarships in these bigger schools, yo, literally they're spending like less than 2% of their budget on scholarships. So think about how much money they're making. That's what I'm saying. It's a farce,
listen,
man.
Trust me, but the narrative was so, and lock, stock, and bond, people bought that narrative and would repeat it. On the national airwaves, you heard pundits talk about this. You even heard, let me call it out. You've heard ex-NBA players talk about, oh, college is necessary. Oh, these dudes got to go to college. Oh, you got to get the experience. Come on, man. Yo, they preach this narrative over and over and over, and we know it's bullshit. It's only
BS,
the university.
They tried to use college as their minor league system instead of creating their own. Now they
created it.
And yo, listen, if a dude is not ready to be in the pros yet, send him to the G League, let him work on his game, and come up. Stop trying to use college and enriching your other people's pockets to try to get these dudes better, man. Y'all had to create a minor league. That's what it was.
But they're also earning a living in the G League. They're getting paid.
So minor leaguers in Major League Baseball, they make money. They're not making as much as the big leaguers, but they're making a living wage. College, y'all put me on TV, everybody knows my name. Everybody knows it's Zion and Duke versus some other school and their big name star. But I don't get paid off of that. Y'all can use my name, y'all can put my face on TV, but I can't get paid off my own likeness. The only thing that I own exclusively to me that no one else can use, y'all can use it to make money. Ridiculous.
Yo, I got a question. Can they have, because I don't know, can they have agents at this point, or are they still not allowed to have agents?
No, they can't have agents. They can't have agents, not yet. But they can monetize their name and their likeness. And now with the internet and the social media, it's easier for them to monetize and now pushing brands. Like Master P's son now is endorsing an app, a tech app
company or something like that.
It's
right?
a tech company with a bunch of apps coming out. He's going to be the face of that tech company, and they're paying him $2 million there to do it. Lovely. At Tennessee State. Lovely. I can't wait to see the rest, man. And now college football players is going to start to try and push this narrative to help themselves as well, which just makes sense, man. And let me add something. Deion Sanders, who is coaching Jackson State, he even came out and said that his plan, a part of his recruiting, is being able to set recruits up that they'll be able to monetize their name, just like he did as a brand, and be able to help them get themselves money while they're attending Jackson State. Smart move, Deion.
Love it.
Very smart move, kid.
Love it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And let the schools keep their scholarships, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna pull their scholarships now. Say, we only have this.
I don't need it.
But now, let me set this table up. Let me put the silverware and the plates on it. Know that people are going to start using the fact of the kids monetizing their brand as why, if they don't do well or something goes on, they're going to use this as a flaw in the system. And just be ready for it, because I see it's going to happen, that this is what they're going to try and they are going to try and down what is happening in this change, because change is not for everybody. And you're going to be able to watch this happen slowly. And that's right there is something that we're going to have to see. All right. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Yo, shout out to all the young cats that's about to benefit from being able to monetize your likeness, your name, and your brand. Yo, peace out.
Peace.